So the big question is this: how are those in the self-storage industry like us going to be successful in today's market? That's the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Jim Ross, and welcome to the Self-Storage Show. This is Jim Ross again with another storage spotlight. It's gonna be a good one here. Today I got Paula Swanson from Stor-Guard with me. How you doing?
I'm good, Jim. How about you?
Good, good. Now sometimes we do these vendor spotlights and sometimes we just talk and sometimes there's a presentation. So I'm kind of excited to see an actual little presentation that you put together.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it. Thanks for the opportunity to talk about Stor-Guard.
Yeah, no, this is great. It's vendor spotlights just give you an opportunity. Well, like I said, kind of put the spotlight on that specific vendor and kind of delve more into what you guys are doing, what you offer, a little history. So, well, without me blabbing on too much, let's just hand over to you and yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, first I'll kind of introduce myself. I'm Paula Swanson, the sales manager and director for Stor-Guard. I've been with the company since April of 2016, so I've seen a lot happen in this industry. Just in the short time I've been here, I know that's relatively short compared to a lot of people. But I do have an extensive background in customer service, sales, and design. So I'm happy to help with any security questions and help people design their systems. Today, I want to introduce our company and talk about security and automation in the self-storage industry, along with a little bit about how that helps out with the days of COVID.
No, exactly. When I heard a little bit about your company, I'm like, all right, this is a perfect solution to a lot of what people are going through right now. So this would be good.
Definitely. All right. So first, I want to take just a second to introduce our founder and president, John Wallum. He has been in the industry for a long time. Let's see, he's got 40 years experience in the self-storage industry. In that time, he has been involved with thousands of properties, installed and serviced security and access control products from all the major players, including PTI, DoorKing, Sentinel, and Digitech. During his time at Digitech, he developed their first keypad products. His experience with these products and their limitations led John to develop his own self-storage security line and open Stor-Guard in 2011. And John is both an innovator and an inventor. So he improves on what's already out there. And when he sees a need, he creates new. So he likes to fill the needs of the self-storage security in that manner. He is the backbone of Stor-Guard and is personally involved with every employee to guarantee that we offer the customers the same level of customer service that he likes to.
Sounds like a smart guy.
Yes, very, very smart guy. Sometimes he blows me away with how smart he is. So what is Stor-Guard? We are a self-storage security company. We are exclusive to the self-storage industry, so we have developed our products specifically to meet their needs. Every item that we offer is tailored to self-storage only. Stor-Guard manufactures its own access control system to include individual door alarms, and we offer the other security systems that you see on site too, like the CCTV, the office intrusion, fence systems. Pretty much if there's a need and it involves electronics and security, we're able to fill it.
All right.
So, Stor-Guard access control. Access control is kind of our bread and butter. It's what differentiates us. We manufacture our own line, and it is made in Vancouver, Washington. We also make everything to order. So the product is sent out specifically designed and programmed for a particular customer who ordered it. Our system will work for retrofits and new construction. And we offer lots of different, well, just a range of from the very simple to the complex. We can do a basic keypad. We can also add all sorts of stuff like prox readers, intercoms, LCD displays, Bluetooth readers, pinhole cameras. The sky's the limit. We even have fingerprint readers for those who want to go that complex.
That's cool. I'm sure, yeah, I'm sure you're just talking to people and kind of fit their need. Whatever they can dream up, you probably got it.
Yeah, if we don't got it, we can get it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so our systems are also modular. That means that you can start off with a really small system, like a 2 keypad system or even a 1 keypad system, which would contain a copy of the software and a single 2 keypad controller and a single keypad. And then later on, as you develop more, you add buildings, you want to add access control to the doors, you want to add another gate. It's very easy to add onto our system. You can start really small. I believe our systems start out at about $2,600 for the equipment and the software, and then you can add at a later date. You can add a 4-door controller if you want to. If you build a building that has 4 doors and you want to control it, you can add elevator controllers later on. The system is very modular, so it's just add more and more and more.
And that's really important because a lot of people, they'll build and they'll do it in phases, as they're expanding. So that's very important to know that.
Yeah, it's definitely helpful. I don't know how many buildings I've seen go up, and then they of course fill them up in no time, and then it's like, oh well, there's good money to be made here. Let's build more.
Yep. Time and time again.
Yeah, so let's see. We do offer, like I said, John's an innovator and an inventor, so he is constantly modifying our offerings and adding new stuff. One demand that we've seen in the industry is everybody wants a wireless keypad, especially for those retrofits where you've added, say, a storage facility across the street. You want to tie it into yours, or you just have a very difficult site that you don't want to add conduit going in between the buildings. There's multiple reasons for a wireless keypad, but we didn't have one for years, and recently we finally found reliable technology to add to our system so we can have a keypad even a mile away with obstructions.
Wow.
And as long as there's power at the gate to power it, we're able to send the signal wirelessly back to the controller.
Where were you guys 2 years ago? I needed this for a couple of sites. Perfect, actually.
I know, actually, we've been discussing it for a couple of years because there is such a need in the industry.
Yeah. There's multiple circumstances I could think where that would be very, very helpful.
Yeah, so we also recently modified our medium-sized keypad housing. We've offered a pinhole camera in the keypad for many, many years, but all of our medium-sized keypads also had the cutouts for intercoms in them. So you basically, if you wanted a keypad with a camera, you had to have an intercom too. And now just a modification, we're now offering it without that, without the cutouts for the intercom. So it's just the keypad and the camera.
Nice.
So it's constantly changing to meet the needs of the industry.
That's great.
And automation. So keypads and controllers are great, but they are only as good as the software that controls them.
Yep.
Stor-Guard offers Access Plus software to control our equipment. The system is standalone, or it can interface with management softwares. It can be installed on a Windows-based computer, on-site, connected through the internet to a computer off-site, or subscribe to our cloud-based service. We currently interface with Web Self-Storage, CenterShift, SiteLink, Storage, Domico, Easy Storage Solutions, Space Control, Sarasoft, and Storage Commander. It is really easy for us to create an interface with new management softwares, so we are continually adding to our interface collection.
Good. You got it covered. Yeah. Whoever's that's about 99% of all the storage softwares out there. So that's a
yeah, and it is really easy for us to interface. So if there's ever a need to go to a different one, it usually takes us a couple of weeks to get an interface done.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's
so yeah,
turnaround time.
Yeah, it's really easy. So even if our customers don't have a management software, the Access Plus software allows them to do everything that they need except for the marketing and the accounting. So if they want to manually add and take away customers, mark them as current, allow them access, disallow them, everything that you need to actually control the gate so that when the customer pulls up, if their code is valid, it opens the gate. Everything can be done manually in our software as well. So I have seen a few customers do that. They're usually rural sites that have a limited number of units, but they don't want to pay for the management software because they manage to stay at a comfortable full level even without it. So,
Got
it's nice that our system is standalone, but it interfaces really well for that instant connection when you have the management softwares.
You fit the need. That's what matters.
Yes, definitely. And another thing that I want to mention too is that on our software, yet again, it's not so important if you have a management software, but even on our basic software, you do have a manager's app, which so you can connect your smartphone to the system using port forwarding for that secure connection, and do everything on your smartphone that you would do at the site in front of your computer.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, so it's really easy. If you have a customer call you up and they're locked out and it's just you haven't updated your system yet, it's really easy to simply trigger the gate from your phone.
Oh, wow. Okay. Again, another need I could use that for. A few sites I'm thinking of right now. That would have been a good solution.
Yeah. So it's really versatile. And now the COVID question.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Yes. So how does this all tie in with COVID? That's the question.
Yep.
The self-storage industry has been seeking automation for a long time. More security is needed than just a fence and a gate that somebody opens for business hours. We all know that. We have been meeting this need for years. Now people are avoiding contact with each other because of this horrible virus that's spreading. This makes the need even greater. It is no longer required or desired to meet in person to sign contracts. This can all be done online. Whether you have the ease of an interface with the management software or just using our software, all of the info can be entered remotely. Gate access can be granted and units assigned. Contactless rentals and automation are achieved. This will continue to last even after the pandemic. So you're not only addressing the contactless rentals, but you're also doing something for your facility in the long term.
Yep. I've seen more and more people that are going through this right now. I hate to say you that's there for a reason, but just the fact of they're putting some of these things in place, we're so much better off in the long run, knowing that it's being done and being taken care of. So yeah, the fact that you can do this without contact that's huge.
Yeah. And you know, there's even the contactless, come to think of it too, there's also the problem of a lot of people don't even want to touch the keypad nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
And we do offer Bluetooth readers as well, so your customer can use their own phone to get into the facility.
Cool. Just pop it up and boom. Okay, nice.
Yeah, yep, they pull up the app and push the button. And with that, the self-storage owner also gets to purchase credentials and then mark them up and sell them to their customers. So it's a nice little revenue stream.
And I was gonna say, you just got the attention of some owners and you heard about another revenue stream. So yeah, that's great.
Yeah, always a good one. So additional security. Access control is, of course, one major component. I would say that access control is just as important as putting up the fence and putting up good lighting. But you also want to have things like an office intrusion system, maybe a fence system and CCTV. So the office intrusion and the fence systems both just help as they alert you when there's an issue. If you're having it monitored, they can call the police department. But the CCTV is also a big one. And I would say after access control, CCTV is the next biggest. It's a passive form of security, but the CCTV will give you the evidence that you need so that police can actually track down who's doing these, who's robbing your site. It also lets you see any bad customers who are vandalizing or just not doing what they're supposed to be doing. I know that a lot of break-ins at facilities will happen when somebody actually rents a unit, and then while they're on site, because they have access now through the gate, they will be casing out other units, and they'll break in while they're in there. And if you don't have a camera system, excuse me, to tell you who that is, how are you going to act on it? and how are you going to prosecute anybody?
Yep.
So
Again, that's the whole point when it comes to if you're providing the service in self-storage and people are trusting you with all of their items, all of their prized possessions, they're trusting you to store it at your facility, do what's right and have the right security when it comes to the gate software, when it comes to the security cameras. Do everything you can possibly make sure their stuff is secure. And if something does happen, which it will, it's just a matter of
eventually.
when. Yeah, it's a matter of when. It really is. I don't care how secure your place is. But then have those backups so you can figure out what is going on and get to the bottom of it.
Definitely. And one place that's absolutely crucial to put a camera is cover your gate.
Yeah.
Cover your gate with the camera. You're not only probably going to catch like license plates and vehicle makes and models, but most importantly, it's not a matter of when your gate is going to get hit. I mean, it's not a matter of if your gate is going to get hit, it's a matter of when.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So you want to be able to see who hit your gate, who is responsible for that damage. So that's just one of the vital spots. At Stor-Guard, one of the services that I offer, personally, it's part of my design background, is we do layouts for security planning. And if you have a new facility or if you just want to do a retrofit and add some cameras and security and you want a consult of what we would recommend and where you would put it, I am more than happy to lay that out for you. If it's just a quick consult, we don't even charge anything for it. So we're happy to tell you what we would recommend and give you a quote for it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. So, and one other thing about CCTV is obviously we don't manufacture our own. There's plenty of manufacturers out there for CCTV, but we do sell Hikvision product. They are an industry leader. I forget the percentage of the market. I think a few years back, it was like 24% of the market was covered by Hikvision, and one brand or another, they white label a bunch of different brands.
Yeah.
So that's the product that we provide. Our CCTV comes with a 3-year warranty. Our keypads come with a 5-year warranty, and the rest of our equipment comes with a 1-year warranty also. So we really believe in our product, all of the stuff that we sell.
Oh, fantastic.
So why Stor-Guard? This is where I get to brag about Stor-Guard.
Go right ahead. Your show.
So to start with, we have the best tech support in the industry. I know some of our competitors, it's a matter of if you have a problem, you simply send them an email, you get onto a ticketing system, you patiently wait and hope that they get back to you quickly. Hope being a big word there. So with our tech support, we are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. That is when most of our tech support is offered. It is a live person. If you don't get to talk to them immediately, our receptionist will take your information and they will call back as soon as they're off the phone and help you out. We do have a couple of people who can do tech support, so we usually don't run into too much of a backlog. Now, if you have an emergency, like say it's Saturday morning and your customer just called you and said, oh, the gate's not opening, and you tried to manually open the gate using our software, manually meaning that you went and pushed a button on your cell phone, and it still doesn't open, then obviously there's an issue. We do have emergency tech support 7 days a week. What happens is you call into our number or else email our tech support. I would say call in our main number because I can't remember the email for tech support right now. Yeah. But anyway, if there is nobody in the office, you'll get an answering service. They will send that information directly to the boss and somebody will call you back shortly. So we're able to even offer tech support on the weekend. And we also don't need to rely on you to tell us, well, I'm looking at the screen and this is up in the corner and this is what it says. I'm not the most techie person in the world, and I hate doing that with tech support. What we do is we use a program called Team Viewer, which it's built right into our software. It allows us to remote into your system and take a look at what's going on. I'm told the vast majority of the time we can tell exactly what's going on and even fix it the majority of the time. If it's a problem that encounters in the software because of, say, a loose wire, we're able to tell you that that is the most likely cause and even tell you which keypad connections to check.
Nice.
So it really saves a lot of time on your technicians, your maintenance guys' schedule, as we're able to fix or at least direct you into how to fix most of the problems.
That's great. That's, again, bottom line is communication. There's
Mhm.
nothing worse than like, and put a submit a request for tech support, and you just kind of sit there and cross your fingers and hope you get a reply back. It's like
Mhm.
that's the worst feeling in the world. So no, as long as you have great communication, that's number one as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, we really like to take care of our customers, and we try and call back within 1 business days for even just new customers, anybody looking for information. We try and do quotes in a reasonable amount of time. Like you said, communication, it's the number one thing in customer support.
Yep, that's great.
So
Everyone says that, but sometimes they don't follow through. And it sounds like you guys, that's the cornerstone for you guys. So that's great.
yeah, we try to. I mean, everybody misses something once in a while, but we definitely try to, and we apologize profusely if we notice that we missed calling somebody. Um,
Good deal. You
so
guys got the systems in place. That's fantastic.
definitely. So yeah, the best tech support in the industry. We also have that 40 years experience behind John Wallum. I mean, that guy is just amazing. And he's been through everything. He has seen every problem that this industry has to offer, and he survived it. He's figured out the solutions. And so everything security related, he is just on top of it. If you ever get a chance at the Vegas trade shows, the ISS or the SSA, he's a great guy to come and talk to. We're always there when they have live shows, hopefully next year.
Fingers crossed. In the meantime,
Yes.
we're doing this.
Yes, definitely. So yeah, he's just definitely a wonderful resource in the industry. And so he trained me, and then of course I've gotten a lot of info from other sources too, but he takes a real interest and is involved in the daily activities of the company. So we have that backbone behind us, and then everybody else, of course, brings their own experience to the table, and it's just we offer solutions using all of that.
Sounds like you guys got a great team over there.
Yeah, we do. We're relatively small, but wow, it is just jam-packed with good people. So yeah, we also manufacture security solutions just for the self-storage industry. So we're not wasting our efforts trying to figure out office buildings or RV parks or any of those other things that keypads and access control are typically used for. It's all about the self-storage industry.
Yeah, I like when people just have that's their niche. That's what you know. Focus on that. That's where you get the best service.
Definitely. Yeah, and aside from that, our mission is just to provide the best self-storage security solutions. Again, since we are very industry specific, we get to focus on that. And we want to offer our customers the best that's out there. But being the best that's out there is not necessarily the newest stuff on the market either. I just wanted to touch on that. It's the stuff that's been tried and true. And then with John being an innovator, he kind of picks these little things that'll help, but still really mesh well with the existing product too.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of times it's not, you don't need to fix it, but it's not broken, but you can enhance it. You know what I mean? You can put new things that's on it and kind of keep evolving. Like you talked about the keypads and things like that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of my presentation, but we can talk about whatever questions you have. If anybody ever wants to contact us, though, they can call us. We have our number down in Vancouver. It's 253-220-8759. You can reach the entire sales department at sales@stor-guard.com, or check us out on our website at www.stor-guard.com. So did you have any questions on our product? Or
Yeah, I'm just thinking, you know, especially people that are watching this and listening to this, probably something that's going through their mind is, maybe they're doing a retrofit or it's a brand new site. Got it. And they're reaching out to you and they get the plan. They kind of figure it all out. How does the install process look?
So our install process depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
We have multiple dealers throughout the country.
Okay.
We are constantly expanding that dealer network. How it expands is basically our system can be installed by any electrician. It's pretty simplistic, and we offer our customers and their contractors free tech support throughout the entire setup process.
Oh, good.
So in most parts of the country, if a customer buys a system from us, they will receive it already pre-programmed with instructions on how to install it. And then their electrician will run their wires, make the connections and such. And we will guide them through that process and help out with any tech support that they need. If they happen to be in Washington, we still have technicians. We used to install a lot of product ourselves. We still have technicians in Washington State, not Washington, D.C., but Washington State. So if you're in Washington State, especially Western Washington, and you want the manufacturer to install it, we can still do that. We also have a number of dealers inside Washington State too that are very familiar with our product. So depending on where you're at, we can either recommend a dealer for you, install it ourselves, or we will try and assist customers to find a competent electrician in their area if they ask.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, the fact that it's pre-programmed, perfect. You know, an electrician, yeah, connect some wires, you're good to go. So I get it. Oh, no, that's fantastic. I just wanted that because I've had that a few times where I've done some things, and that's been the install process was kind of the hiccup. But it sounds like you guys have connections throughout, and you can help anybody that needs the service. That's great.
Yep, ever growing.
Yeah. So no, good. Thanks again for taking the time and being on here. We'll make sure this gets posted everywhere. We've got your contact information. Again, thanks so much for taking the time and being on the Vendor Spotlight.
All right, thanks, Jim.
All right, take care. See you next time.
You too. Yep. Bye-bye.
Hi, everyone. This is Jim again. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to visit 3milestorage.com for more free resources on how to grow your self-storage business. See you on the next episode.